And hello, welcome YouTube. So in the last video, we started making very basic HTML forms which enable us to give in some input. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, D, E. Yeah, that would be a valid text submission. So now usually when we have our form requests, okay, we get the text from this form request. We can actually put it into a string variable, and by default when we put text input into a HTML form, the default data is a string. So if we want to do mathematics with this string, then we'll need to so-called convert it into a double, okay? Because yeah, if we want to do mathematics, we cannot perform mathematical operations on string or on text. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, technically it's a number, but when it's over here in this request form, it is a string type. You have to convert it into a double type in order to okay, double is a decimal number, so you have to convert it into a double type in order to perform maths on it. If not, you will have, yeah, performing mathematical functions on a string doesn't really make sense. So let's try number input. All right, or maybe I'll just have temperature, temp C, temperature in Celsius equals to Convert.ToDouble. Okay, Convert.ToDouble this input, right? That's what I'm doing, and then I'm going to copy and paste this here, or rather cut and paste this here. So this thing will only take in numbers. If not, nothing will actually work. Okay, and what do? I need to put this thing as a double. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.1, it will display. But the moment I put A, B, C, D, E, okay, it will give something called an unhandled exception. Basically, it's an error because the input string is not in correct format. So you cannot convert alphabets into, okay, you cannot convert alphabets into numbers. That's why it gives you that problem. So we can solve that problem later. But first, let us import our temperature conversion function. Okay, let us import our temperature conversion function. So okay, temperature conversion function. So where is our temperature conversion function? So let's quit everything. Our temperature conversion function is in this unit conversion.cs. So let's open test page cs.html and unit conversion.cs. And here is our temperature conversion function. So remember, to use this function here within this class, we need to declare an object first. Okay, so I'm going to declare an object right here. Okay, I'm going to declare an object right here called temp conversion, and not just temp conversion. I need to use the namespace unit conversion. So unit conversion.temp conversion is the type. Okay, so what is the variable name? I just call it the conversion object. Okay, and then I'll just declare a new object using new, and then unit conversion.temp conversion. Okay, open and close. All right, then I will resend it. That'll be fine. Now we have declared a new object. Now let's use a function within that object. So I'm going to declare a new variable called temperature in Fahrenheit, and this will be equals to, what's it going to be equal to? C to F. Okay, C to F. So C to F. Okay, conversion object dot C to F of temperature in C Okay, that's not the only thing I need to give, because over here I need to specify how many decimal places I want. So by default I'm going to use 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places here. Alright, and I'm going to resend this. And then last but not least, I need a way to display this temperature in Fahrenheit data. So let's again load this into our view data called tempf. We'll call this data, this bit of data we'll call it tempf, and we'll set it equal to tempf over here. Alright, and let's do the resend. And okay, I'm going to show you a way to navigate to the previous file. Okay, which is using the previous command. Okay, previous. Wait, doesn't seem to work here. Previous, yeah, okay. So you use :n to go to the next file. Not always bn, you can use n as well. And then you can use previous to go back. Okay, so that's moving back and forth in Vim previous. Okay, but anyway, this is just to make navigation a little bit more convenient, not really necessary here. Okay, so I'm just going to make a paragraph here. Call the view data temperature, and then I'm going to put the converted temperature right here at view data. Okay, tempf. Okay, because we just once we submitted that. Okay, once we submitted that form, yeah, we have a temperature in Fahrenheit, and we can just do 212 or maybe 100 degrees C. This will give us 212 Fahrenheit. Okay, so to make it nicer for ourselves, we can of course do something called, we can actually join a few strings together. So let's join a few strings together. So this is also known as concatenation. So when I said you cannot do math with strings, yeah, you cannot really do maths with it, but you can actually join strings together using the plus sign. So let me show you how. Okay, so let me start with a string called output, and I want to define my output as follows. Output equals to, okay, I will say result. Okay, result. I will put a space here. Then I can use the plus sign. So what plus sign do I want? I want to put this input here. This original temperature, which is the input. Okay, input here is a string, so I can just add it to. I can add it to this string, and then what do I do? The next thing I want to do is input. Okay, so this is the result. Okay, I want to display the result. Let's say 100 degrees C equals 212 Fahrenheit. So I need to add a unit here, which is in degrees C, 100 C. And then I can put equal. Okay, 100 degrees C equals to what? How many Fahrenheit? So I will add the next string, which is tempf. But tempf is not a string, right? Tempf is actually a double type of data, which you cannot just add to string. So if I try to do this, I'll save it, and then we will likely get an error. Okay, we'll likely get an error. No, that's what I expect anyway. Unless of course C# actually converts everything for you, converts things back to strings, and then you just adds it to this string output. But let's see whether this works. Okay, result equals to input degree C plus, you just put the Fahrenheit. Okay, result. Okay, result. How many degrees C is your input equals to how many degrees Fahrenheit is your output. Then I will use the view data to push my. Okay, I'll use the view data. Okay, I'll save this under output. Okay, and I will push it to this place here. I'll make sure it's viewable. Okay, so view data output equals to output. Okay, let me resend this thing, and then let's go to here, and we will just okay, we'll put a temp f here, and then we'll use this other paragraph, and then we'll have add view data, okay, output. Alright, let's resend this. So you see, result 100C equals to 12F. Okay, so apparently, well, you can add double to a string, then that double thing will automatically convert to a string in C#. Okay, what am I saying here? Yeah, this temperature in Fahrenheit is originally a double. So normally doubles and strings, you cannot just put them together. But in this case, this temperature in Fahrenheit is converted into a string like implicitly, because the first thing you're doing in this line here, you're actually joining two strings together. So when you start joining strings together, you know, I think C# will know that when you start joining two strings together using the plus sign isn't necessarily an addition anymore. It just means that you're joining strings together. Okay, if you want to really be sure that, you know, you want to do the string conversion explicitly, you can use this Convert.ToString, and then this will convert the temperature in Fahrenheit to string, so that you know what's going on, and then it will always display the right thing. Because if you do not do it, then C# will implicitly do it behind the scenes for you, and it may or may not always work, because if you put this temperature in Fahrenheit to the beginning, and then you start adding the number to a string, okay, C# may not know that you are trying to join strings together. C# may think that, hey, you are trying to do addition of a string to a number, which doesn't make sense at all. So the best way to make sure that C# knows that you're joining strings together is to join a string to another string. Okay, a string data type to another string data type, and that should always be, you should always make sure that it's the case. Okay, it's not always that this thing will you know, automatically do it for you. Okay, so let's test our temperature converter a few more times. Right, let's test our temperature converter a few more times. 1098. Okay, 1098C equals to 2084F. And maybe a freezing point of water, which is 0 degrees C, that should be 32F. Okay, so our temperature converter button actually works, so that's not too much of a problem. Okay, so what have we learned? We have learned how to convert to double, and also we have also I've shown you how to convert things to string. Okay, where's the to string? Yeah, convert to string. So I'll put this in the description. You should be able to see that. But of course, if we don't put in the right data type, let's say ABCDE here, press the convert button, then you will have an error, unexpected error. So we will want to learn how to deal with this error, and this is something called validation. We can explore that next time. But for now, for the most part, if you enter in a number here, 1 2 3 4 5, you should be able to obtain that temperature conversion pretty smoothly. Okay, so I'll end off this video, and thanks for watching. See you next time.